Hey there, this is Ben. I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to do the song Afterlife by Switchfoot. Just let me give you a quick overview. What I love about this for new students is it's all power chords. You get familiar with the locations of the power chords by name, but you're playing a consistent shape. You can start to bring in your distortion, overdrive, even fuzz if you want to. But additionally, it's got some really great lead line features. It's got a great solo. It's got some cool riffage that sets you up to learn beyond just power chords. So this is the great guitar work of Drew Shirley from Switchfoot, who I am a great fan of. And I'm going to do my best to do justice to what he does. Okay, so the beginning of the song is a A. So the way you play that is you go down, up, down, and then mute. And you can mute with your palm gently, or you can mute with this hand by pressing and releasing. I kind of do a combination of both. You do that twice, and then the verse starts and you continue doing it. Then go to F, then G, back to A, F, G, back to F, G, then there's a pause, and then you're in the chorus, and you play A, you're going to slide up 4 frets to C, then you're going to slide all the way down to F, then you're going to play this D. Okay, so just to clarify, I'm on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string with that same power chord shape. But here's a cool trick. Let me turn this down just a little bit. This really cool thing begins to happen when you add, so the power chord shape, just to back up a little bit, is, it's in the chord, it's 1, 5, and 1. So that's what we're playing every time we play a power chord. So, and in this case, I'm 5th fret on the top string, I'm on the 7th fret on both the 2nd and 3rd string. And that is a shape that we carry around, and it's called the power chord. Okay, so when you go to the 2nd level, where you bring your whole power chord down to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string in the same shape, you can bring back in that top string under your index finger, and the harmonics of that bring out this deep bass tone that just sounds killer. So you get that really heavy sound. So here's how I play the chorus. Every day then he throws in this killer riff. So let me take an interjection here and show you how to play that. So I've got my index finger on the 5th fret on the 5th string. And that is the note we're bending up to with the 4th string. So I'm reaching over with my ring finger because my pinky typically is not a great bending finger. It's not strong enough. So I'm going to be using my ring finger on the, this is the 8th fret, okay? And I'm going to slowly bend that up. To practice, do it very, very slow. And you get that tension sound, you get this whole like warbly thing as the notes start to match, and it starts to smooth out when you get closer to pitch. So when you're doing it quicker, like what he does in the song, it's really important to hit both strings at the same velocity or the same volume, so you can really hear them come in together. You can hear that tension kind of smooth out. So it sounds a little bit like this. Okay, Okay, so he also does it index finger on the 1st fret and ring finger on the 4th fret. 1st finger again is on the B string and the ring finger's on the G string. Okay, so now I will say when they were tracking the song, I'm sure they played multiple guitars, different takes. So we're not going to play that riff a whole lot. I'm going to show you a little bit more at the very end of the song. So the second verse is a little bit different than the first verse, okay? The second verse, in place of walking up to the G, it's going to go back to that heavy D sound. So here's the intro between the chorus and verse 2. Then he starts verse 2. F. Then you go to the D. And raise your 2 little fingers to play the A again. D. F. D. Every day. So at the end of the second chorus, you're going to go to a C, okay? So basically we're going out of the key of A minor, or C major, and we're basically going to E flat. So we're playing a C, it becomes basically a C minor. You're going to slide up 4 frets to the E flat. Then you're going to go to an A flat, and then you're going to go to an F. Sounds like this. The second half is C, E flat, then F, then G. And that sets you up to be back in the original key and go back to your A. Again, it's A, C, F, D. G. Repeat the chorus. Tag, go back to the F, G, and then we do this walk up, and what it does is it takes this middle finger, needs to bring that note up a half step. What it does is it takes it from F to G to F over A and then G over B. But in order to do that, you gotta reconfigure your shape a little bit. So you're gonna take your middle finger, your ring finger off. You're going to move it down to where the pinky was, and you're going to bring your pinky over a 4th away, 4 frets away from where your index finger is. Now, that would be a simple way brain-wise to do that, but I actually do it like this. I will use my... I slide my ring finger out an extra fret, and then I drop my middle finger down to where the pinky was. So. Okay, so let me walk you through the ending. It's pretty cool. He does this riff, this little bend, from the A. You're on your original 5th and 8th fret. Then you're going to 10 and 13. Now you're going to 13 and 16. And you finish the song. Okay, so let's talk about the solo. When he goes to the key of C, when the song diverges and goes into a different key, or sorry, goes into the key of E flat, this is how the solo is played. Now, that first half of each section is the same. So you're going to play that little riff 4 times. Let me show you what it is. I'm kind of sliding into it. I'm starting on 5th fret on the 4th string with my index finger, okay? Now, instead of doing what I would normally have a student do and, use 1 finger per fret here, what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up to shift over. So I'm reaching with my middle and then ring, because that sets my index finger to easily get to the 6th fret on the E string. And then I bring my ring finger in on the 8th fret, 5th string down. Okay, so that's the beginning of all these riffs. Okay, so the first one, it's very simple. You're gonna, from back here, now there's not a note being played back here, you're just kind of playing a slide, if that makes more sense. You pick as you're sliding, you're not really going. I don't need to hear the note as you start the slide. So that it's just a very quick movement. And so you'll slide up to the 5th. Now again, index finger on the 4th string. You're going to go to 5 and then slide back to 3. Now I'm not picking again when I slide back to 3. I'm letting the momentum of the note, the string vibrating, just carry on while I'm pressing and sliding it back. So all together this sounds like. Okay, then you go into the next section. Okay, so that's the same beginning. Okay, so that same fret where your index finger is, you're going to move it up a string to the B string or the 5th string. You're going to play that note, slide it back 2, sets your middle finger up really well to hit that on the 5th fret, the 4th string. That's a really good move, good practice. Then you're going to jump up to this 8th fret, and I'm going to use my ring finger to do it. 8th fret on the 5th string. So the timing of this, it's a very quick jump up here. Like that. Like that. The next one, the third one, okay, so we're going to slide after that first half of it. We're going to slide with our ring finger all the way on the E string, the 6th string, all the way to the 11th fret. So I got 11, and I've got 10, also on the E string with my with my middle finger, and then I jump up with my ring finger to the B string. And then I'm reaching down with my index finger. Okay, so we got 11, 10, 11 on the 5th string, and then on the 8th fret, we're on the 5th string with our index. Now he does a little bit of a slide. If you want to practice it like this, kind of rocking your index finger back to grab that on the E string. Now there's some pull-offs in this, so that really helps it sound smooth and fluid through the riff. Especially these right here on the B string. So as you play that note, have this one ready to go. Even pressing is fine. And then don't just pull this off, pull it down toward the floor a little bit, catch some of your finger skin as you pull it off to keep that note going. Okay, so all together. Okay, then last section. So there's a slide. So again, we're kind of just keeping our fingers in a very natural shape. So you can slide from 5 to 7, and this is again with my index finger on the 4th string, or you can just do like a generic slide. But once you reach that 7th fret, you're grabbing that note with your middle finger. This is the 8th fret on the 5th string. And there's like 2 bends in there that he does, kind of quick bends but spread out from each other. Here's the whole thing all together. And then it jumps back into the chorus. Okay, I hope this was fun for you. If you have questions about any of this, you can always post a comment here below the video, and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer or help. But yeah, thanks for watching, and good luck with learning the song.